All right, what is up, everyone? Today I have some reality room news for you guys. We are going to be talking about Aubrey from Survivor's opinions about um, what happened with Megan in the house and her comparison to her experience and Megan's experience. We're also going to be talking about Cameron's exit interview and his opinions on Christmas's decisions as to why she chose a vote and not a competition. We're also going to be talking about. Sorry, guys. I'm like production's reason as to why they brought Paul back and why they chose to make that decision. And last and foremost, I do have some news about the new Candy Crush episode premiere that's going to be happening right after Big Brother on Sunday of next week, and how much cash the team will win. So that's pretty important too to get into. So first and foremost, let's talk about Aubrey's article that she said. She says that we're 3 episodes in and Big Brother 19 proves something I already knew. I'm glad I played Big Brother's outdoor counterpart, Survivor, because living in a closed space with a pack of reality personalities would activate my claustrophobia big time. Let's be clear about this. There's simply no means of escape on Big Brother unless you're out of the game. Sure, there's access to a backyard, but in my book, fake turf reminiscent of the Brady Bunch lawn, in the words of Jeff Props, I'm sorry, I'm bad with last names, reading votes at a tribal council with hidden immunity idols does not count. Okay, we're just going to skim through some of these. We may never fully know Megan's ultimate reason to hit a board button on her Big Brother experience. It's clear her heated encounters with the guys, along with her brief, she'll never regain trust, go into the decision. She goes down a path of, I just can't do this. Speaking from experience, I can tell you, when you're in a new environment, far from home, the mindset can be a death sentence. Every contestant goes into reality television with their own baggage and performance anxiety stemming from the bright-eyed intention of hitting the ground. Add a little drama, and that's a recipe for disaster. Megan senses it. Seems production does too. And the temptation of escape and serenity kills Megan's dream of Big Brother's being victorious in Big Brother. I'm sorry, it's like the article's a little weird. Okay. So basically, Aubrey in this article, she's discussing, it's really hard. Like you really don't know unless you're in the house or you're on an island about how hard the experience is being on reality television. I think she kind of like does sympathize a little bit on Megan's perspective on it. And she also does talk about, in the article, about how Jessica calls Alex Papa, referring to her resemblance to season 16 house guest Paula Shea. Megan told Alex that Jessica was racist for it, and now there's this whole big argument about, is Jessica racist for calling Alex Pow Pow? I mean, I don't really think that's the case. I just think that, she really does look like Pow Pow. She really does. Like that's the first thing I said when I saw Alex in the house guest reveal. So I don't think it's racist at all. It's like saying, like, I don't know, that Matt looks like, this is not true, but like let's say like, oh, Matt looks like, Evil Dick or something stupid like that. Like if they look the same, like that's just a comparison. It's not anything big onto that. So that was entertainment .com. We're now going to move on to our next portion. Let me see if I can find. We're going to talk about why production brought Paul back. So this is justjared.com. I'm going to have all the citations on the bottom of it. So production decided to unleash last season's runner-up Paul Abrahamian back into the house as a consequence of a temptation twist in the premiere episode. So why Paul? Executive producers Rich Meehan and Allison Gronder are opening about that. He was such a memorable character, playing a great game and made it to the final 2 and didn't win. Rich told THR. A lot of people thought he should have won. When we were thinking about the one person we wanted to bring back, we thought of him. It was the idea that one house guest would come back into the house as part of a twist. Then you think, well, who? And you want to do it from more recent seasons. And last year, there was a lot of people at the end that said that Paul was robbed, Allison said. He played a good game, yet he did not win. It's fun to give people like that another shot. She also said, we talked about others, but Paul was 100% a definite. At the end of the list, Rich added, we had a few people that we were also considering, and then it was a decision between us and CBS. So they basically chose Paul because he was entertaining. It was a most recent season. They've done this a lot. They also did this on Over the Top with Jason Roy, James, and Davon. They brought Jason back for Over the Top. They brought James and Davon back for season 18. They want to do it on the most recent seasons because the fans that watch the show, they already have a general idea of who these people are, rather than like Frank, Frank from season 18. Like, he hasn't played in 4 seasons, so I understand that. So that was what their decision as to why they brought Paul back into the house. So now we're going to move on to the third thing. Now, Cameron was the first person that got evicted from the Big Brother house, and Paul replaced him as a house guest. So he talks about in his interview on the decisions that Christmas and Jillian made, and I'm just going to read it. You forgot the clues Julie gave you for the apples that could have guaranteed your safety. Are you still beating yourself up about it? Cameron responds, it was like a chance competition. A lot of Big Brother is luck, and the competition broke down into a lot of luck involved. I'm not beating myself up over it. Otherwise, I would get no sleep. I'm beating myself up more over the fact that I couldn't get Paul to give me a friendship bracelet. That makes a lot of sense. You did a striptease to save yourself. What more could you have done? I don't think I could have done more. I tried as many avenues as possible to try and stay safe. I didn't want to go out without trying to do or say things to myself. How do you feel about Christmas and Jillian's decision to go for a vote over a comp? Well, me personally, I'm a little upset, but they obviously made the right decision because they're inside and I'm sitting outside. I'm not surprised by Jillian's decision at that, but I'm still confused by Christmas's decision. Paul didn't give you a friendship bracelet, and then you received the most votes by far for the first eviction. Why do you think that is? I think it's because that when I came in, I told them I was a microbiologist. I came off as a nerdy dude and historically a nerdy superfan as well, and they saw me as a threat in the game. Do you resent Paul for taking your spot? How far do you think he'll be able to go this season? No, I don't resent Paul. I think Paul will go probably till jury and then get voted out then. He's a social threat, but he'll be good for a little bit because of the friendship bracelets he gave out. He'll have some loyalty. And that was it. That was his article. All right, so I totally understand Cameron's perspective when he talks about how he does regret, telling everyone that he was a microbiologist. Like, he already came off as, like, the nerdy persona, and coming into the game, like, when you are a mental threat, people find that, threatening, obviously. So, of course, that was a big thing that he regretted, and that makes a lot of sense. So now we're going to move on to the final thing. So Candy Crush is a new CBS show that's happening next Sunday with Mario Lopez, yes, who's hosting it. We do have a couple of people that are coming back from Big Brother as well as Survivor. From Big Brother, we have Paul and Davon competing as a team, as well as Frankie and Caleb as a team as well. Okay, here we go. So this is the thing about this show. I honestly thought it was just like a fun, entertaining show. I didn't think there was going to be as much money involved. But according to the HollywoodLife.com, CBS just revealed that fan favorites from Survivor and Big Brother will team up on the premiere episode of the new series Candy Crush, hosted by Mario Lopez. The winning pair will win $100,000. Like, that's a lot of money. That's $50,000 for each person that's on the team. So you really think about this comparing to Big Brother. Now, Paul came into the house already, like, runner-up, already won the $50,000 from last season. Now, the house guests don't know that he also competed on Candy Crush as well. So that might, because they don't know that, Paul already might have $50,000 in his pockets, right? So he has, like, a total of $100,000 over a year. So that's a little interesting, too, thinking, about that. So overall, though, I think this is pretty interesting. I think Sunday's episode of Candy Crush will literally make fans respect him more or not respect him more. If Davon and Paul do win and they both get $50,000, like, I think people are going to realize that Paul already has a lot of money, and that's the thing. I mean, obviously the house guests don't know this because Candy Crush, the episode didn't come out yet, and they're still in the house. So I feel like that will be one big factor into what fans think about Paul. So that was it for Reality Room News. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Great. If you didn't like this video, give it a dislike. I really don't care. So if you guys have any more news or something you wanted to discuss, let me know. You can email me or you can put it on the comments below, and we'll discuss this next week for Reality Renews. And thank you guys for watching. Law.